you're not going to like what I'm about to say. But if your plants die this winter, it might not be the frost's fault. It might be yours. I know, that sounds harsh, but it's true. Too many of us, especially here in the U.S., Canada, and the U.K., have been lied to. We were told to just let nature take its course once the cold hits. But here's the thing. Plants don't die because of winter. They die because we stop fighting for them. I watched my grandmother, a fierce woman with hands cracked from decades of gardening, cry one December morning when her rosemary bush, the one she nursed through 2 house moves and 3 grandkids, turned black overnight. No one ever told her about the hacks I'm about to show you all from Dollar Tree. Welcome to Golden Years Lifestyle Hub, where we don't just garden, we save gardens. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found us. Consider this your home for all things real, resourceful, and ridiculously practical. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button and tap the notification bell, especially if you want to stay ahead with the latest gardening tricks and trends that cost next to nothing. And if you're already part of this growing family, drop me a comment. Where are you watching from? And what's your biggest winter gardening challenge so far? I read every single comment, and I reply because your stories help shape this channel. It's not just about me teaching, it's about us growing together. Now, I need you to listen closely, because what I'm about to reveal isn't just clever or cheap. It's life-saving, not just for your plants, but for your confidence as a gardener. I've seen too many women, hardworking, creative, passionate women, walk into winter thinking they have to surrender their garden to the cold. Not this year. Not on my watch. And let me just say, hack number 6, that one saved my entire herb bed in the middle of a New York freeze. It's bold, it's different, and it works. You must stay with me till then. If you've ever lost a plant that felt like a friend, if you've ever woken up to frostbite on the one thing that brought you joy through a tough year, then this video is for you. Let's take back control. Let's outsmart winter. Hit like if you believe that gardening doesn't stop when the leaves fall. And please, I mean this with all my heart, share your thoughts in the comments. Your wins, your losses, your questions. Because when you speak up, someone else learns. That's how we create a community of resilient gardeners, no matter our age, budget, or zip code. Let's do this together. And remember, this isn't just about keeping plants alive. It's about proving that you don't need to be rich to live beautifully. Especially in your garden. Number 1. Shower curtain greenhouse. Ever walked out to your garden after the first frost and felt your heart sink? Your once thriving basil has gone limp, the tomato leaves are shriveled, and that lavender you babied all summer? Gone. For so many gardeners, especially those of us living in colder parts of the US, Canada, and the UK, winter doesn't just kill plants, it kills hope. You try to drag pots inside, but your windowsills are full. You've covered them with blankets, plastic bags, even old towels. But nothing seems to keep that bone-deep cold out. It's exhausting and expensive. Now, here's where Dollar Tree comes in like a miracle. Grab 1 or 2 clear shower curtains from the Dollar Tree, yes, the kind you'd normally hang in your bathroom. Using garden stakes, a few wooden skewers, or even sticks from your yard, create a mini hoop house around your most sensitive plants. Drape the curtain over the structure, tucking or weighing down the edges with bricks or rocks. This DIY greenhouse traps daytime warmth and holds it overnight, just like a real greenhouse. And because it's clear, your plants still get light. Best part? It costs $1.25 and takes 15 minutes. It's lightweight, waterproof, and shockingly effective. You'll be amazed how much longer your plants survive and thrive. Number 2. Plastic juice jug cloches. You know that gut-wrenching feeling when you spot your seedlings, the ones you lovingly started indoors, wilting from a surprise frost? You thought covering them with a thin cloth would be enough. You thought the weather app wouldn't lie again. But here you are, staring at limp spinach leaves and wondering if you'll ever get it right. Most covers are too big, too awkward, or just blow away in the wind. And proper garden cloches? They'll cost you more than dinner for 2. That's not the kind of budget our gardens or wallets can survive on. Next time you're about to toss a plastic juice or milk jug, don't. Wash it out, cut off the bottom with a box cutter or sturdy scissors, and boom, you've got a durable, windproof, frost-fighting cloche. Just pop it over your plants when a cold snap is coming. The curved shape traps heat and moisture like a mini dome, and the cap on top lets you regulate airflow by screwing it on or off. Bonus, because it's clear, sunlight still gets in. These humble jugs, free and fast, have saved my strawberries during more than one surprise snow. Who knew your recycling bin held the secret to winter garden survival? Number 3. Solar garden lights for soil warmth. It's a chilly October night, the kind where the sun dips by 5:30 and the air cuts like glass. You think, well, at least I put those mulch bags down. But the next morning, the soil is stiff, the leaves are crisped, your garden's warmth gone. Most folks don't realize the soil itself holds life. If the roots freeze, it's game over, even if the leaves look fine. And heating cables? Way out of budget. Heat lamps? Dangerous. So what do? Here's the secret. Dollar Tree solar garden lights aren't just for walkways. At night, these lights gently emit the energy they've soaked up all day, warming the soil around them just enough to stave off frost damage. Stick them near your most delicate roots, think lettuce, kale, even young rosemary. They create small, radiant heat zones that can make a huge difference. It's a hack hiding in plain sight, and once you try it, you'll never leave your garden dark again. Trust me, I've saved entire rows with this trick, and each light only cost me $1.25. Number 4. Foam boards as root insulators. Raised beds and outdoor pots are beautiful until winter turns them into death traps. Roots sit closer to the air, meaning they freeze faster, harder, and deeper. You've wrapped them in burlap, tried layering mulch, even brought them inside once, only to deal with bugs and mess. But every year, you lose at least one plant to frozen roots. And honestly, it feels personal, like nature's targeting the one thing that brings you peace. Enter Dollar Tree's foam boards, the kind you'd find in the school supplies aisle. Lay them flat around the base of your pots or line the inside walls of your raised beds before the first frost hits. They act like a thermal shield, keeping your root zone warmer for longer. I even cut some into collars and placed them around the base of my containers. It's like giving your plants a warm hug, one that costs just over $1. Last winter, my potted lavender survived a -5 degrees Fahrenheit night with 0 damage. All because of a couple of foam boards most folks walk past every day. Number 5. Bread trays as drainable pot stands. Let me paint you a picture. You've done everything right. Covered your plants, moved them closer to the house, watered carefully. Then, one morning after a freeze, your terracotta pots are cracked, your roots are mush, and your heart? Broken. You assumed the cold killed them. But what really happened was worse. Your pots sat in trapped water, froze from underneath, and exploded. Elevating them would have helped, but those fancy pot risers from garden stores? Too pricey to buy in bulk. Now, here's the fix you never saw coming: Dollar Tree bread trays. You'll find them near the kitchen storage or sometimes in the seasonal bins. These stackable plastic trays are lightweight, have a grated bottom, and give your pots just enough lift off the cold, wet ground to let water drain and air circulate. Whether on your porch, deck, or balcony, they prevent moisture from freezing underneath the hidden killer of roots and pottery alike. Last year, I saved over a dozen potted mums by simply placing them on these trays. And they've held up through snow, ice, and everything in between. $1, 0 regrets. Number 6. Aluminum pans as heat reflectors. This is the one that shocked me, and honestly, it still gives me chills. It was a bitter December morning in Vermont. I had done everything right, or so I thought, but my container spinach looked dull, brittle, lifeless. Then I noticed something strange. The plants closest to my grill, which had a shiny metal cover, were still thriving. That's when it clicked. It wasn't the heat, it was the reflection. And it led me to the most powerful hack I now use every single winter. Grab a couple of Dollar Tree aluminum baking pans, the large, disposable kind. Place them behind your containers, leaning against a wall or even stuck into the ground with small stakes or sticks. The sun hits them during the day, and they reflect the light and warmth back onto your plants like a radiant shield. It sounds simple, too simple. But this tiny tweak created a microclimate warm enough to keep my spinach, arugula, and even parsley alive through 3 snowfalls. Just $1, and it literally turned the tide in my winter garden. If you only try one hack today, make it this one. Number 7. Pool noodles to wrap delicate stems. Have you ever lost a young rose bush or fruit tree because its stem cracked in the cold? It's devastating. One night it's fine, the next you wake up and the main stalk has split down the middle. The damage is irreversible. And you realize it wasn't the leaves or roots that gave up, it was the stem, the lifeline. Wrapping them seems like the obvious choice, but towels and plastic suffocate the bark, and store-bought wraps can cost a fortune for multiple trees. But you know what costs almost nothing and works beautifully? Dollar Tree pool noodles. Slice one side down lengthwise, then gently wrap it around the base of your young trees or fragile stems. Use garden tape or even twine to secure it, and you've got instant insulation. The foam buffers against harsh wind, traps warmth, and protects from cracking. I used this on my baby fig tree and 2 hydrangeas. They came back in spring stronger than ever. You'll feel like a genius, and your garden will thank you with new growth come April. Number 8. Rubber shelf liner under pots. Picture this. You're standing on your deck, mug of tea in hand, admiring your container garden. The sun's barely risen, but something's off. You bend down, and your pot is stuck to the frozen wood. Worse, the bottom is cracked. The roots are frozen solid again. What most gardeners forget is that cold doesn't just hit from the top, it creeps up from the ground, especially on exposed surfaces like patios or wooden porches. And placing pots directly on cold floors? That's like asking roots to sleep on an ice block. Here's the rescue you didn't know you needed. Dollar Tree's rubber shelf liners. Yep, the non-slip, grippy kind meant for kitchen cabinets. Cut a piece slightly larger than your pot base and place it underneath every container you have. It acts as a cushion and a barrier between your plants and the freezing ground. It also helps prevent pots from sliding or cracking due to thermal shock. I started using this after losing 3 beautiful clay pots in one icy week. Since then, not a single crack, not one frozen root ball. It's simple, it's cheap, and it's a total game changer. Number 9. Emergency blanket mulch layer. You've probably walked past them dozens of times at Dollar Tree, those shiny, silver emergency blankets folded into neat little squares in the camping section. You might have thought, I don't hike, what would I ever use that for? But let me tell you what most gardeners don't know. Heat loss through exposed soil is real. Even a thick layer of mulch can't always stop the cold from leaching in, and when the roots go cold, the plant shuts down fast. So here's what I do every winter. I lay a Dollar Tree emergency blanket shiny side down over my garden bed or container soil right before a frost warning. Cut holes for stems if needed, or just drape it around them. Then weigh the edges down with bricks or stones. That metallic surface reflects heat back into the soil, locking in warmth far better than traditional mulch alone. I've kept carrots, kale, and even snapdragons alive into late December using this trick. And no, you don't need to hike to use survival gear. You just need to love your garden. Number 10. Mesh laundry bags for leaf mulch. Autumn leaves fall like confetti, and most people? They bag them up and toss them. But we gardeners, we know that those crunchy golden layers are nature's blanket. The problem is, left loose, they blow away or create wet, moldy messes that suffocate instead of protect. You need control, you need airflow. And no, buying a fancy leaf compost system isn't the answer when you're on a budget. That's where Dollar Tree mesh laundry bags come in. Yep, the zippered ones for delicate. Fill them with dried leaves, zip them shut, and lay them gently around the base of your plants or garden beds. The mesh lets air flow while keeping your mulch compact and exactly where you want it. Plus, you can move or reuse them easily come spring. Last year, these bags turned my mess of maple leaves into strategic root-warming protection that helped my lilies and daffodils survive a brutal frost. And the best part? They didn't cost me more than $1 each. That winter, my mom's garden died. I promised myself I'd never let that happen again. I remember how quiet she got. Her hands, the same hands that raised 3 kids and nursed every bloom back to life, just stopped reaching for the soil. We lost more than plants that year. We lost joy. These hacks? They're not just clever tricks. They're not just about saving money. These are how we protect the love we've poured into our gardens, how we defend the little green spaces that hold our memories, our stories, and sometimes our healing. If you've ever stood over a frost-bitten pot and whispered, "I'm so sorry," like it was your fault, you are not alone. And you don't have to lose another season to the cold. Every single hack you learn today is one step toward growing stronger, smarter, and more resilient together. And the best part? You don't need a fancy greenhouse or hundreds of dollars. Just a Dollar Tree and a little hope. Now, if you found value in this, if even one of these hacks gave you that little spark of "I can do this," please smash that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. I've got even more affordable, practical gardening tips coming your way. And for all our new viewers, welcome home. You belong here. Drop a comment below and tell me, where are you watching from? What's your biggest winter gardening challenge? Your stories could be the exact thing another gardener needs to hear right now. And please, never hold back in the comments. This channel isn't just mine, it's ours. When you share, you plant a seed of knowledge for someone else. Let's build a community that grows even in the coldest season. Don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend who's trying to keep their garden alive, and always, always drop your thoughts in the comments. That's how we get better. That's how we grow. Together.